Okay, hi there. We are live. I'm so excited to be here with you today. My name is Natasha Zellerbach. I am a certified sustainability consultant, and I really love to share goodies with people that will empower them to make a difference, to help save our planet, and to relieve any anxiety that we may have about the continuation of us being here on the planet. It seems a little dire, but sometimes it feels like that to me. And my passion is to educate, engage, and empower us to do little things that make a big difference. So really happy to have you here today. On whatever platform you're observing this, please just go ahead and feel free to make comments and ask questions. That's what I love to do, is engage people with what the content is of whatever we're chatting about today. And today we're going to talk about the first of the 7 R's of sustainability. Last time we talked about why are there 7 R's of sustainability, gave you an overview of all of them. And today we're going to start with the first one, which is, from my perspective, to rethink our consumption habits, start all over again with all of the assumptions that we may have made. So when I was thinking about what it means to rethink, I considered it's really being open to new perspectives. It's about reconceptualizing the ways we have seen the world and the way we consume. It's about rethinking ownership, rethinking progress, rethinking the design of products and production. It's about rethinking our future. It's about relabeling. And it's about reconsidering how we communicate with ourselves and with others. So that's a really big thing to consider what rethink is. Today, we're going to focus on rethinking our consumption habits. Let's start with why I think this is important and how we can use it. It's important because we need to know how to make simple, easy things that we can do. What are the little things we can do that are going to make a big difference? So that's my motivation for this today. And why is it important? Because we need to know this, we need to be empowered, and we need to relieve ourselves of the anxiety that we're not doing enough. And if you have any other reasons, please let me know and put them in the comments or the chat box. And a way for me to explain how to think about this is think about the circular world that nature has. When a plant dies, it doesn't get thrown away and never used again. All of the parts of the plant, when it dies, are reused, and then no materials are lost. So that's one way to think about the circular economy. And how can we do this? How can we rethink our consumption habits? We can do that by developing a new mindset, share our wins and concerns that we have in community, by rewarding ourselves when we do things that do make us feel good, and by practicing the things that we're doing and then sharing with others. So those are some of the things that we can do to further our efforts to make a difference and to rethink what's going on. Are there going to be pitfalls? Are there going to be problems along the way? You bet. I get discouraged. Sometimes when I'm watching the news, I just hear myself saying the problems are so big, they're complicated, they're huge. What can I possibly do that's going to make a difference? So yes, we are going to experience feeling discouraged and having times when it just isn't making sense. We have to go back and rethink it all. And that's when the time when the community is really important. The other thing that can happen is feeling overwhelmed. There's just too many things to do, too many possibilities. I can't do all of them. How am I ever going to select the choices that make sense to me? So the first thing that I suggest people do is find little things that make a big difference for them. So what we're talking about today is rethinking our consumption choices so that we can transition from the model that we have now is we take from Mother Nature, we make stuff out of it, and then we throw it away. So that's the linear economy. What we want to do is interrupt that, model a circular economy where modeling what nature does, where nothing is lost, and to develop more of the circular economy and that model. And we can make this circular economy a reality in our everyday life every time we choose one of the 7 R's of sustainability. Today, we're talking about rethink. So every time we rethink our consumption habits, we are breaking that linear economy, creating a more circular economy. And that is the education portion for today. It's also how we can continue to engage on this topic. And the empowering part is that we know that we can make a difference by using any one of the 7 R's. And today we're talking about the first one is to rethink about the whole thing in the first place. And if you ever have hear yourself with the question or hear somebody else with the question, well, why bother? Like I said, the problem is just too big. The 7 R's are the answers to that. And the workshops that I present on the 7 R's are the answers to that big question. Why bother? The problem is so big. The reason for the 7 R's is that we need more options to what to do with our stuff before we consider throwing it away into the recycle bin. I say throwing it away in the recycle bin because they actually call us wistful recyclers when we put it in there. So the things that I put in there, I really consider all the other 7 R's beforehand, before I put it in there, because I know that's not the best use of the resources that came from Mother Earth in the first place. So what we can do when we're rethinking the way we consume is consider our habits and make wise, informed choices. Always be asking, do I really need this? Rethinking, do I need to buy this? Do I already have it in the closet? Can I borrow it from someone? Or can I get it? And if I am going to choose it, can I get it locally and from a sustainable source? And we can act in a way that opens our minds to new ways of purchasing, where we are being a citizen and not a consumer. A consumer, think about it, is somebody that uses stuff up. That is the linear economy. So when I hear the word consume, I really want to unpack that and find out what they are saying or what I am saying. If I'm consuming something and acting like a consumer, and a good consumer buys something and throws it away. Actually, I want to be a good citizen and buy things that make sense, that I have considered and rethought and made a conscious and informed choice about. And that's what I'm here to help you do, because I like to empower everybody to do the little things that make a big difference. So let's consider how to rethink our consumption habits. And I'm going to leave that last thought with you. Let's rethink how to consume, which can even be, well, maybe I won't be consuming. So I want to thank you today for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for paying attention to being sustainable. And we'll see you next time. Have a wonderful, thank you very much.